Good morning, everyone. It's a nice late September morning, 60 degrees outside, nice and sunny. Feel a little bit of fall in the air. I thought I would throw a video out here, and I'll first be honest, I'm not comfortable with videos. I don't feel like I'm very good on videos, but anyway, I'm going to throw it out here and give it a shot. But thanks for coming to my site and taking a look around. First of all, I want to explain what I'm trying to do here. I'm by far an expert in diabetes or any health-related issue, but I've had diabetes for several years. I have used my own body as an experiment on a lot of things. I've tried a lot of things, but my goal overall has been to control my diabetes on my own without a bunch of medications. So the stories that I write, the things that I post, the information that I have here is just really my experience. Like I said, I'm not an expert. I just know what worked for me. And just a little background, back in 2007, I was diagnosed with diabetes. The reason I found out was I had got incredibly sick. I was losing weight. I knew something was wrong. I didn't feel good. I was tired. I ended up going in the doctor, and my A1C was 11.7. At that point, they were basically telling me that I was peeing all my nutrients out, and so that's why I was losing weight. Everything was just passing through my body, and that's how I was diagnosed. At that point, I really went deep into doing what the doctors ask. I was on metformin like most everybody does. It just killed my insides, and then I was on Actose, and I was on Trulicity, and I mean, I could go on. I was a lab rat, and they kept trying different meds, and my system just didn't handle it. Yeah, it helped my diabetes, but my insides were horrible. I was kind of told that I had IBS, but it's interesting, as now I'm off of all those meds, I don't have that issue. So, did I have IBS, or was the meds doing it? I don't know. But at one point, I finally got so tired of trying things, I just said, put me on insulin. At least I can control it. Insulin doesn't affect my insides, and I was on insulin for several years, and honestly, I was pretty comfortable with that. But what I noticed over time with the insulin was I ended up gaining weight. I wasn't as active. It was kind of a hassle always carrying it with me. It's just one of those things that I kind of decided, you know what, how can I do this differently? And one of the triggers for me was I kind of got into doing the macros and really counting my foods and getting my macros balanced. And I'll be honest with you, it made a huge difference, but it didn't get me off insulin. And the big thing there was I had reduced my insulin. I felt really good. I was doing well, and I always wondered, is there a time when I could eventually get off insulin? But, again, I was happy. Things were going well. I'd reduced the amount of insulin I was on. But then one day through my work, I got an email from Virta. And Virta Health you can look that up or find it on my site. And by the way, I don't get paid for anything from Virta. I'm a true believer that they're a great company, and they're out for the benefit of people with diabetes and obesity. But anyway, I got working with them. Everything's billed through my insurance. I pay nothing out of pocket. I have a coach. I have a doctor. But within several months, I was off my insulin, and I started Virta in July of 2002 or 2022. Sorry. And so I've been a little over a year, and things are going well. Yes, I've had a little increase in my cholesterol because of the keto diet. But, you can read a lot of things about, is that as bad as they've made it out to be? I don't know. That's something I'll have to continue digging into. But right now, really not much for meds. I do take a high blood pressure medicine, but because I've been exercising more and doing more, that's coming down, and I would eventually think that I'll get off of that. But again, I just wanted to tell my story and let people know that there's alternatives out there. And whether this works for you, I mean, I know as I talk to people with different diets and lifestyles, that keto freaks them out. How can I do that? But once you really get into learning how to eat and how to interchange different foods and find things that work for you, it's not that bad. But one of the things that I'm noticing recently is the fact that I can eat more carb items and not have the spikes like I used to. And if you read some of the articles from Virta and other sources out there, they talk about insulin resistance and how inflammation is a bigger key in our insulin resistance. And I think the keto diet has helped me reduce my inflammation, thus letting some of my body produce some of my own insulin and then do better. So I'll give you an example, just as something simple, is an English muffin. One English muffin used to spike my blood terribly. But today I can actually eat an English muffin. Now, I don't eat one every day, but it is something I can eat, and it doesn't have a major impact. So that tells me my body's working better. So anyway, these are just some things I want to throw out there and let people know that visit my site. There are a few things on there that I am an affiliate, and I do make a little bit of money on, but I definitely don't make money to make a living off of this. I'm really out trying to promote this and let people know that there are people like me making a difference. And you can go on Virta's website and look at their road of reversal. There's a ton of videos of people just like me that have had success. So you can do this with diet and exercise, but it takes some work. And is it easy? No. Do you have to skip foods? Yes. Is it something that you will eventually go back and be able to eat whatever you want? No. When you're diagnosed with diabetes, you will have diabetes the rest of your life, but you can control it and manage it. So anyway, just wanted to throw this out and let you know kind of where I'm coming from, and just thank you for the visit.